In this video, I'm going to walk you through how we can add fill, stroke weight, and so on, different elements that you are investigating. So I would like you to go to this URL, tinyurl.com/103-SE2. I am not going to demonstrate everything for you, but I'm going to give you some things and some tips and tricks. This is a great reminder that if you're watching this video, you should pause, rewind, do whatever you need so that you get this information. Okay, so I am going to go here too. I'm going to close this little Bitmoji of me, and I am going to see what we got. So right now you can see we have two rectangles and two ellipses. We have a skinny left rectangle, we have a square mid-left, we have a circle mid-right, and an oval on the right. You'll also notice that there are these coordinates that are going on. That's line 7 of the code. I'm just going to add a comment that this shows the coordinates of the mouse as it moves on the canvas. That can be helpful, for instance, if you wanted to make an ellipse right here, you can see the coordinates directly. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start, and I'm going to start by adding a comment for this first rectangle that I want to make only the first rectangle black. Now, some of us got there yesterday. The way that we get a shape to be colored inside is we write the word fill. So I'm going to write fill, parentheses, and then I'm going to add a 0 because 0 is black. Coloring in black. But you'll notice that it made all of the shapes black. The reason it made all the shapes black is because the way this works is that we tell the computer, I want you to color in black. We never told it to stop coloring in black or change into a different color. So after my rectangle, I'm going to write fill, and I'm going to put white, 255. So this is resetting back to white. And now you can see that only the first one is black. Okay, I think the next thing I'm going to do is make the square and circle have a thick outline. So what we're going to do is on top of this rectangle that's the square, I'm going to make it have a thick outline. So I'm going to write stroke weight with a capital W, and then I'm going to put parentheses. Now the default stroke weight, you can see that there's an outline. The default stroke weight is, I think, 1. What I'm going to do here is I think I'm going to give it like 10. Now I'm going to just undo that for a second. I want you to notice also what happens to this rectangle when I make it 10, the first rectangle. You'll notice that it got a little thicker, and that's because all of them got a different stroke weight. So again, this makes the outline thick. And we wanted it to be these two middle ones, but we didn't want it to be anything after, which means I have to go after the ellipse, the middle circle, and I'm going to reset the stroke weight to 1. And now you can see that it's more normal. Okay, just a reminder, if I'm going too fast, please pause, do whatever you need. For this last one, I want to make only the last ellipse have a medium stroke weight that is dark gray with a light gray fill. So we have 3 things we need to do. Medium stroke weight. We want to change it to be the color of the outline to be dark gray, and we want to make inside be light gray. So let's do all the stuff so far. So first, a medium stroke weight. So I'm going to go stroke weight, medium, I don't know, maybe 5. Set to medium outline. But we always have to remember to reset after. Then notice that whenever we're changing something about the shape, it's going on top of it. So I just need to be on top of my ellipse, and I'm going to give the outline a gray color. And the way we do that is we just right stroke, and it wants a dark gray, so maybe I'll do 50. Set outline to dark gray. But you'll notice it did all of them. So I need to reset it. Stroke, it started as black. Resetting outline to black. And now I need to add a fill. It wanted a light gray fill, so I'm going to add 220. Setting fill to light gray, and I'm going to also reset it to 255. And you can see that's a little too light. I'm going to make it 200. There we go. Okay, I would love to talk to you about arcs really quick, and then we are going to go and practice some of our own. I just want to show you, let me put this into slideshow mode, that when we're dealing with arcs, I want to acknowledge that a circle has 360 degrees, and we are going to reference this a lot. So the first thing you need to do when you're making an arc is you need to go all the way up to the top. You need to go between your curly brackets of the function setup. I like to go to the end of line 2, create canvas, and press enter. And I'm going to write angle mode, and then in all caps, I'm going to put degrees. You must do this when working with angles, so you can reference the arc from 0 to 360. Okay, so I'm going to go back to our arc. Now, I'm just going to pick a place. It's kind of hard to see my coordinates here, but I'm going to pick a place, I don't know, maybe right here, 160 and 220. So I'm going to make an arc, and I'm going to put those coordinates, 160 and 220. For right now, I'm going to give it a width of 100 and a height of 100. And I'm also going to give it a start of 0 and a stop of 0. And you'll notice it made a full circle. What these first 4 numbers do is it says make an ellipse. So it makes an ellipse. And then what it does is it says, okay, this start and stop is how much of it we're going to have. So start at 0 and go all the way around to 360. If instead I said I want you to start at 0 and I only want you to go to 180, let's try that. It would take this circle that we made and only show us from 0 to 180. Now you need to know that the order does matter. If I was going to change it from 180 to 0, 180 to 0, all of a sudden it looks like this. Okay, I would love for you to try making another arc and see if you can go draw a triangle, a rectangle, and a quad. Excited to see what you can do. Don't forget to save.